You are home to us. When we learn to walk, we could wobble a few feet away from you and then come back. Wobble away a little farther and then come back.
When we try something new, we will look for your proud smile. When we play our sport, we will search for your face in the stands.
When we learned to read, we repeated the same book to you 20 times in a row because you're the only one who will listen that many times.
When we are sick, we will call you. When we really mess up, we will call you. When we are grown and strong and tough and big but feel like crying, we will come to you. Because a man can cry in front of his mother without feeling self-conscious.
Even when we grow up and have a new woman in our life and get a new home, you are still our mother and our home base, the ever constant. Know that in your heart and everything else will fall into place.
Mom, thank you for everything you've done for me. You're one of a kind person, and I'm very glad you're my mom. You've been through so much, and you're still very strong. I hope to be as strong as you one day, because it truly is amazing. You're taking care of 4 kids by yourself and trying your hardest to pay bills by yourself. Honestly, if I was in your shoes, I'd probably lose my mind, but that's what's great about you, because you're doing all this stuff, and you still manage to condone my games. I know we fight sometimes over literally very stupid stuff, but know that I love you more than anything. You're really a superhero, and it's great to know that you always have my back, even if I do something really stupid. I hope you have a really special day today because you deserve it. I love you, Mom. Please come up and get your rose.
Mom, the words thank you don't do enough justice for all the things you do for me. You're the most loving, caring, compassionate person I've come to know in my short life. You're the first person to make a sacrifice for your kids, whether it be giving up your seat at church just so you can sit and be comfortable, or giving up the last piece of food at dinner when you know you really wanted it. Or even when you would just drive me and my siblings to practice, sit there and watch until the end. You're my rock, and I wouldn't be up here speaking if it weren't for you. I first started playing flag football when I was in kindergarten, and by 2nd grade I wanted to try tackle. On the first day of practice, I went out there with a positive attitude because I thought I wanted to be in the NFL. But after that day, my mindset changed because I wasn't a big fan of getting hit at a young age, as most aren't. And I told you I wanted to quit, but you let me. But you did this because you love me and you wanted to make me happy. But you made me promise that I'd go out and try it again when I was a year older and grew a little more. But you told me every day that once you start something, to never bail out on it. And this stuck with me throughout my entire life. So throughout the course of the year leading up to the first day, you'd always tell me that it was going to be a new year and you were going to go out and have a great time. You always constantly reminded me, and I actually fell in love with the game of football at age 8. If you weren't there to push me to play again in 3rd grade, I wouldn't have started and continued to where I am today. I thank you every day for pushing me to go back out there and try just one more time. This is just one of the many examples of a great role model you are. Mom, I love you. Please go up and accept your rose.
Okay, so I know that over the past 2 years it's been tough for you hearing all these speeches and everything, so I'm going to try and keep this one pretty short for you. So, over the past 17 years you've done everything imaginable for me, and everything that I get the best life possible and enjoy everything that happens. You do everything for me. You do my laundry, you cook for me, make anything that I want possible. Next year when I'm off at college, you'll probably be getting a phone call every day asking how to do the laundry or how to make some type of food or something. But other than that, I mean, you know, everything you do matters to me. And the only thing I can do to show you my appreciation is say I love you. Will you please come up and accept this rose?
Mom, words can't describe how happy you make me and how happy I am that I'm your son. Whenever I'm happy, you're the first person I want to tell my good news to. Whenever I'm sad, you're the first person I want to look to for compassion and comfort. And you're hands down one of the hardest working people I know. You always work exhaustingly to help me achieve all my goals, whether it be succeeding academically, athletically, or in Boy Scouts. I achieved my Eagle Scout this past summer, and none of that would have been possible without the kick in the ass I needed from my mom, and I didn't want to do my work. She put together my requirements when I needed it, helped me out, and she always, she always works to make me happy and my brothers. You're turning me into a great young man, and I can't thank you enough for that. Will you please come up?
First off, I'd like to thank my mom for everything that she's done for me. You're the strongest person I know. You're the reason why I never quit anything I do. Because I never saw you quit even at your worst times. You always go out there, you always go out of your way to make us all happy no matter what. You went through hell and back, and no matter what happened, you always put us first and went out of your way to put a smile on our faces. You sacrificed everything you possibly could as a mother. For being a single mother with 4 kids, doing what you do, people would think it's impossible. I just want to say thank you for everything you've done. And will do in the future. I love you so much, Mom. Please come up and get your rose. What my brother has us down to, but I'll shoot anyway. First off, I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me throughout my life. I don't know where I'd be without if you were my mother. You taught me right from wrong and a bunch of life lessons. You would argue sometimes, and I feel like you think that I take you for granted, and I don't appreciate what you do for me. You go out of your way to make me and everybody else happy. You're the reason why I continue to work hard and push myself to be the best person I can be. The reason why I never quit in anything, because I've seen you at rock bottom, go through hell and back. And I've seen you when you had literally nothing, you still never gave up. When I think about quitting, it's something I think about you and how much you went through, and how you never quit. You are no doubt the strongest woman I know. I love you so much, Mom. No one can ever take it. No one ever can replace you. Can you please come up and get your rose?
off, I want to thank you for everything you do for me and the girls. For the past 18 years, you taught me everything from how to walk, how to talk, how to ride a bike, and how to drive. You sacrificed a lot of your time just to make me happy, and I can't thank you enough. From taking off of work to driving me to colleges, to leaving work early just to get to my games on time. And yes, I can still hear your voice in the stands over the hundreds of other people. Thank you for supporting me in everything you do, how I do it. Thank you for teaching me how in life nothing is given to you and that I must go and get it, and guiding me to be the man I am today. When Nanda passed away in March, you showed me what being a mom is really about, by making sure me, Vanessa, and Sabrina were okay first, then worrying about yourself. You may not notice the things you do for us that have a huge impact on my life that I take note of to carry on to my kids. Even though I may not show it, but Ma, I love you and you mean the world to me. Nothing makes me happier than seeing you wear the pin on game day that says number 13, Dario's mom, because I'm so proud to call you my mom. Like Kevin Durant once said, Ma, you're the real MVP. Can you come up here and get your rose?
Dear Mom, I'd like to thank you for everything you have done for me since I was born to right now. I appreciate all the sacrifices you have made for me and the family. Thank you for all of your care when I need it the most, especially after a long day of practice and coming home to a nice cooked meal. Thank you for all your unconditional love and being there by my side when I need it the most. I understand it's not easy to raise a kid like me, but the way you do it makes you look like a super mom. I love you to the moon and back. You will always be number one in my heart. Will you please come up and get this rose?
I didn't really know where to begin when I started writing this, but once I started, it came pretty naturally. My mom has been the backbone of my success and has helped me guide me through every tough time and every conflict I ever had. I could go on talking about what she's done for me, but I really wanted to write the speech about her. My mom is the definition of a super mom. She works long hours every week, leaving early in the morning and getting home late at night. I only get to see her a few hours a day during the week, and some days not at all if she's working late. To add on to the burden of her job, she also has to do even more lately with her time and commitment given up to the Booster Club. Most days I wonder how she does everything, and on top of that, she still has the energy to be a great mother and give everything to me and my siblings. No matter the situation, she tries to keep her famous upbeat and easygoing attitude. I always feel like I can be myself around my mom, and she'll always be there to accept me with everything and anything. There are countless lessons I have learned from my mom that I'll carry with me throughout the rest of my life. When people tell me that I remind them of my mother, I know I must be doing something good, because she's the most kind and respectable person I've ever met. I know you've been waiting for this speech for 4 years now, and I hope I lived up to the expectations. Now would you please come get your rose?
All right, so over the years, I've heard everyone talk about how their mom cooks, cleans, and all stuff like that, which you do, but that's not what makes you special. What truly makes you special is how hard you work every day. All the long hours you work, all the people you have to deal with, really motivates me every day to be the best me, no matter if it's on the field, classroom, or out in public. You're a great role model, inspiration, and most importantly, the best mom. You've taught me how to deal with adversity and made me the man I am today. I know I don't say it enough, but thank you for everything you do for me, and I love you. Please come up and get your rose.
sitting in the back of the room with freshmen, listening to all the seniors give their speeches to their mothers, and thinking, how long is this going to take? And my mother sat there and listened to everyone, showing reactions from crying to laughing to no emotion at all. After all the speech was over, the first thing she said to me was, I think you should start writing your speech now, because I expect perfection. In that moment, and ever since that moment, I've realized how much you do for me and how lucky I am to have you. Thank you for everything you do, and for as long as I can remember. You have driven countless friends home across town and picked me up late nights when you could have just sent Dad. I know your favorite thing was driving me to Barber's Pond, back home, getting Gabby, driving her to practice, back home, and picking us all up and bringing us back again. Every day. You always loved telling me how much you enjoy doing that. But what tops it all is going to ShopRite 6 times a week and still coming home and I still say, you forgot this, or you forgot that. I always come home from practice to a well-cooked meal. Well, every night except you burn the roasted chicken and sear the vegetables. But you do insist that they taste better that way. I'm thankful for having this opportunity to tell you how much I love you and how much I appreciate it, because I don't say it enough. You've taught me to be kind, compassionate, humble, and dependable. You've given me everything I've needed and more, and I cannot explain how thankful I am. I'm sure you've realized, because you know everything, but I have been observing your character for years, and you have shaped me. I may not get my superb math skills from you, but you are the reason I am who I am. I believe that most of my toughness comes from you, because when I come from practice and say I'm injured, Dad says, take Advil and ice it, but you say, tough it out, you'll be fine. You have been the person I've looked up to all my life, and I hope that even though you literally have to look up to me right now, you can be proud of what you've made me. Grandpa would have been proud of his daughter that he raised and the mother that she became, and I'm just happy to say that I can have you as a mother. Like Dad always says, try not to miss me too much when I go away to college, but that means you can love me even more while I stay. Maybe I can be the favorite child for a day or two. I love you so much. Will you please come up and get this rose?
Okay, Mom, I'd first like to thank you for putting my tie on in the back room over there 10 minutes before we started here. But I'll just go right to whatever's down. Mom, you have a lot of nonsense to deal with at home, I think we would all assume. Me personally, no problem. Gigi and Corinne can cause trouble easily. The dog is out of control. And then there's my father, which is self-explanatory. I think most people can sum up our household as a circus sometimes, but somehow you can still control your temper and be cool. For example, when the dog had her incident on the 4th of July, you still remained somewhat calm. Meanwhile, Dad was running around the house for 3 weeks, pissed off at the dog and claiming that we're going to get sued. For everyone who doesn't know this story, to put it together and keep it short, came home on 4th of July around 6 o'clock, and my father and Gigi heard music playing and people having a good time around the block. So they left, and the next thing I know is that both of them are leading a parade through the dining room of kids ranging from the ages of 5 to 10. The dog was alone the whole day and was happy to see everyone and was excited, and ended up nipping one of the kids. After all this, you kept your composure and dealt with the matter properly and effectively. Another example, Mom, I know you love this one a lot. So when we went to the Jackals game, right up on campus of Montclair State, it's a great night, $1 hot dogs, and it was bring your dog to the game, and no, the dog did not come this time. Game ended, Dad made a wrong turn to leave the parking lot, we were driving through the campus, it was horrible, 30-minute drive to the campus, not fun. Came up to a road with 4 cement pillars, and it was the only way out, according to my dad. And unable to find his way out, just decided to fit the car right in between the pillars. And I remember Mom looking at you as that moment happened and closing your eyes. I don't know what you thought covering your ears was going to do. But you weren't as calm as the dog incident, but after about 30 minutes of being fired up, I thought you cooled down pretty fast and held your composure as usual. But maybe I missed some things because I went to bed as soon as we went home. But my mother's job is hard enough preparing food for every meal of the day because, I mean, everybody at my house, we eat a lot of food. Doing wash, going food shopping, keeping the house clean, giving my sisters rides everywhere, going to all sorts of games, going to work during the day. It's really hard, and we all know that at home. Putting these stories on top of it, and trust me, there's a lot more stories than just these two, it basically gives you a lot of stress, and we know that. And we try to make it as easy for you as possible. For reasons like these, this is why I love you so much. I know me going to college soon is probably something you're not very looking forward to, but trust me, I will be fine. Thank you for everything you do for me, no matter how hard or easy it is. I appreciate it very much. I love you so very much. Please come up and get your rose.
I regret having Mike's cone go before me. All right, here we go. Dear Mom, you were the best mom anyone could ever ask for. Thank you for always doing my laundry and always having enough food set aside for me, even though you have to also feed Dad, Nicholas, and Allison. Not only that, thank you for cleaning the house every day just so we can come home messed up so you're not bored the next day. I also appreciate how hard you try to keep me organized, but it never works. And I just love when you make me go to school on days I just want to sleep. And don't worry, Mom, I'll leave my grades out of this one. But even though I'm still trying to explain the difference between offense and defense to you, I appreciate you cheering me on at every game and how you always tell me how good I played because sometimes Coach Dem's words aren't as soothing. I know I don't really say this often, but Mom, I love you and everything you do for me, so will you please come up and get my rose? When I sat down to start writing this, I knew my mother was amazing in every single way. Yet, I Googled expectations of a mother because I wanted to see what other people thought about mothers. I clicked the first link and it talked about kind of good mothers versus good mothers, and that there was no perfect mothers. I thought this was totally wrong because I hadn't ever met my mother before. My mother is perfect in every way. She goes above and beyond the expectations of a mother. She's able to go into a room with a smile on everyone's face. In her daily life, she shows love and compassion, so much so that she puts my needs before her own. Throughout my life, my mom has taught me life lessons. She tells me things to help me understand the do's and don'ts of life. And even though I always seem to brush them off, they stuck with me, I promise. She has always taught me to not be a follower and be proud of who I am. My mother has never guided me wrong, and I don't know where I'd be today without her. My mother's love doesn't just extend to myself and my family. Everyone who she has ever met constantly tells me how amazing she is. Almost on a daily basis, someone tells me how much I love my mother. I'm proud that you are my mother, and I love you. Will you please come up and accept this rose?
Dear Mom, for
Or Mary Canary. Must have been fun going through high school with that name, huh? Come on. Words can't even describe how much I love you and how much I appreciate you. My mom works 2 jobs and raises 2 kids. She works really hard. Sometimes, I come home from practice and I'm sore from football, but taking her class, football's nothing, because she beats the crap out of you. She really does. On top of everything, my mom is also a great cook. She should be a chef. My mom is a woman of many talents, and I love her so much. She should also be a masseuse. My mom massages my back every night, and I feel so bad sometimes because I fall asleep and she's still there going at it on my back. She's still massaging me. I feel so bad. It's just listens to me up, down, left, right, elbow. I feel so bad. So Mom, words can't even describe how much I love you and everything you mean to me. So could you please go up and get your roses?
For all of our younger players out there, hopefully, you understand just what, how special a person that you're with here today is to you. Because whether it's, cooking, cleaning, massaging, whatever it is, the people, you only have one mom or that one special person. You'll get married one day and you'll have a lot of friends one day or whatever. You only have one mom or one grandma or one aunt, whoever that special person is with you. So I hope this is not the only day this year that you seniors say something nice to mom. Because without that special person in your life, life's hard enough, but it would be even harder. So again, I hope you guys take the time, other than today and other than Mother's Day, to just say something special when mom doesn't expect it, because that's what it's all about. In my situation, again, I spoke about my mother before. To this football team, just so you guys understand something, my mother shows her care and concern for me by not showing up. My mother, for those of you who don't know, thinks she's the unluckiest person in the world. And she thinks that if she shows up, we're going to lose. This is true. No, it's true. She's been coming to the home games. To put it in perspective, I'm starting to believe her because she left at halftime of the Pascack Valley game. She went out to the parking lot and sat in the car, and we ended up scoring 20 points and winning the game. Up until that point, it was close. When I was in high school playing or coaching, she tells me all the time, listen, I really want you to win, so I'm not coming today. So again, to all you moms, thank you for everything that you do for your son and for our program. To my mom, thank you for everything that you do for me in the program. And your in absence hopefully will help us get to another state championship and win. But thanks for everything you do.